So Jen and Steve have been married for like 15 minutes.
Newlyweds.
Less than a year. So the issue with the home, it belonged to Steve's grandparents.
Which is so crazy. I
know.
can't even imagine moving into my grandparents' house.
Well, they are trying to imagine what they would do to change their house, filled with things that have importance to Steve's side. Not so much Jen, so I want to find out a little bit more about that.
I wonder if that's fun for her or bizarre.
My mom and her 3 siblings grew up in this house. It's been in the family since 1951 when it was built. My grandfather worked on it himself and did a lot of the work. I love the house. I was babysat in this house. We came here for Sunday dinners. I used to spend random nights over here with my grandparents after he unfortunately passed away. We wanted to keep the house in my family. I took the jump and now I own the house.
I'm excited. Get up here. Such a weirdo.
Hi.
Hey guys, come on in.
Oh.
Wow. Seems like somebody lost their steam.
It has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
But like, I love the stained glass window actually.
Hey guys.
Come on in.
Can we come in? Come on in.
Come on in. I'm Jen.
Hey Jen.
So nice to
How's it
meet
going?
you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Steve.
Hey Steve. My pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How are you?
How are you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How's it going?
Good, everything's good.
You guys are still like so in love that you hold hands. I know. I remember that chapter.
Here you
Yeah. You can still
Tell
get
us.
there. You can still be there.
It's such a great space.
Yeah, tell us a
Thank
little
you.
bit about, the history here.
This is his grandfather's house.
Yeah, they built it in 1951. The house was built for him and my grandmother. My mother was raised in this house along with her 3 siblings, and my great-grandmother lived here at one point too, so we're the
wow.
4th generation
Yeah.
living
This
in
is
this
just
house
filled
right now.
with history.
Yeah, so there's a lot of memories, a lot of holidays, a lot of dinners, a lot of sports events. You name it, I can promise you we've done it in this house.
How long have you been living here?
2 years, yeah.
When I met him, I was like, wow, that's like really amazing to
Right.
have all this history in this little house. But I feel like the house does not reflect my style or my personality. We're fun, I think. Fun, exciting people, and I feel like the house just doesn't scream that when you walk in. It's not our personality.
In this space that we're standing in, what's working for you, and I guess more importantly, what's not?
So this is where like we greet all of our guests.
Like a fancy meeting room.
Exactly. That's a great word for it. Fancy meeting room.
right.
That's exactly
Okay.
what this is. Very underutilized.
Because one of the things that we'd like to do kind of throughout this process as we walk through is kind of get to know you through your things, obviously.
Tell us, like, in this space, what are the things that matter to you guys? What has to stay?
This right here actually is my wedding bouquet.
This is
So
gorgeous.
pretty.
So that is definitely a yes. This is something I do want to see every day because I want to be able to remember that day and all of the memories that came along with it.
So I'll tag this. This
Thank you.
is something we're keeping, we're not
Yeah.
touching.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Is there anything else?
This is a stump made from our 100-year-old oak tree that used to be in the backyard. We have a family friend who took it, didn't tell us what they were doing, and she's very crafty. It's got our initials.
That's so
That's the
cute.
date they put on
That's
there.
staying.
Tag.
Perfect.
Let's go
Perfect.
check out your dining room.
When people come over, this is where we'll eat.
But it feels a little compartmentalized, a little
Yes.
tight.
If you're
Definitely.
sitting here.
We're not all like very large people.
Exactly.
And we feel it feels tight
Yeah.
in here.
Yes.
I mean, technically I'm average height, for the record.
He just says that like 10 times a day.
I would say it too.
I like to think the
I
same.
would.
Thank you. What is this?
This is my grandfather's toolbox when he worked at the Brooklyn Navy Yard. We have all these shelves that we can open.
That is so beautiful.
It's in good
Yeah.
condition.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Considering.
What's this guy?
Yeah, what is this? Is this a jeweler's scale?
Yes, it is.
Oh, cool.
So sad that you know that.
I
Why?
was gonna say
I
it.
love that I know
He's
that.
obsessed
Yes.
with jewelry.
This is our lovely kitchen.
Got
Okay.
it. Okay, this has been updated fairly recently.
This is within the last 10, 12 years, I
Yes.
want to
Okay.
say. During the holidays, that kitchen was always busy and bustling, everybody moving in and out.
How do you feel about the look in here?
I love this floor. Can't you tell it's beautiful? Just kidding. It's terrible.
You guys didn't pick any of this out, right?
No.
It
I
was
think your mom actually picked this out.
Well, in that case, she did a beautiful job.
Right. Great job, Mom. There's
Not
nothing
gonna
to
make
change.
make Mom mad.
Not our
Exactly.
style. I would love it to be open,
Okay.
and then I love the skylight.
I do
Yeah,
too.
that was what I was
That's
gonna
awesome.
say. Yep.
This is such a cool jumping off point too.
Yeah.
So the amount of natural light in this house is actually really amazing, particularly under this massive skylight. So I want to figure out a way where we could create something really special to make that area feel really unique. So this is where you hang out.
Yes, this is the hangout room.
All right.
Listen, this house has kind of untapped potential currently, but walking through it, you can see how much it has been added to and changed over the years.
And what you're left with is the square footage, but like a series of small rooms that feel really chopped up and disconnected. So we're both in agreement that some of these walls have to come down. We just have to figure out which ones are the smartest ones.
Well, this sofa, this is like one of those things that it looks just as
This-
comfortable in
yes.
it.
Yes, please make yourselves at home.
It's
Have a
great.
seat.
This is like sitting on a marshmallow.
This was like his bachelor pad moment where you take furniture from whoever's willing to get rid of it. So yes, I'm ready to say goodbye to it. I just like the neutrals.
I like the tones a lot. I think
I
it's
like
really
the
pretty.
wood tones.
Okay.
So that's all stuff I like.
Little farmhouse in some ways, but more elevated and sophisticated.
I was just gonna say that.
There's not a lot of Jen in the space, and I think that's about to change.
I don't think there's a lot of Steve in the space either.
That's true.
I think there's a lot of his grandfather, and I think there's a lot of, the history of the home. And so I think it's gonna be a really fun exercise for the two of them to come in and see the house and a physical representation of the two of them.
I just got really excited for them both.
Me too.
With this moment in life, this huge, important moment, what budget are we gonna be working with?
We're gonna be working with $125,000.
Okay, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's great.
I think we agree that we want to take down the walls in the old dining room and extend the wall in the kitchen to make room for more countertops and cabinetry. Then the kitchen will open into the family room, making it the perfect place for friends and family to gather.
There's real merit to taking down the walls in the back half of this house. Actually, we should arch everything in here too. Think about how cool that would be. A series of arches that you look through. It would define the space, but soften the whole thing.
What if we did contrasting
Beautiful.
molding so it feels contemporary?
Dark though, right?
Yeah, like a slate. Obviously, that foyer is pretty sad. There's that little window. I think the most obvious thing is that we need to replace that window with something a little bit more substantial.
Let in some light.
I would love to see a stone floor go into this entry, and we can talk about it a little bit more. But I think it could be a really interesting moment.
Like we had in our house.
Exactly.
I love the idea of stone there.
All right, so essentially, we're gonna make this formal living room. They're like entertaining room.
We can start by giving the fireplace a facelift with a brand new mantle. Then let's create a focal wall using rustic, reclaimed wood shelves. Timeless chevron flooring paired with a dark archway will evoke that European farmhouse feel. And they love entertaining, so we'll bring in a large table that can serve as a place to eat or work or just hang out in front of the fire.
For Steve and Jen, I think what that solves is that creates a space you want to be in.
Right.
It'll feel layered, it'll feel assembled, it'll feel warm. Right now, it's just a pass through. They never even go in there.
Right. That fireplace, if we replace it with something.
Do you think that we should just source a vintage mantle like we have in our house?
I like that idea. The big thing that we have to figure out is their kitchen.
Let's continue the chevron flooring and bring in light bright cabinetry that goes all the way to the ceiling for maximum storage. We'll create contrast with dark stone countertops and a dark eat-in island, giving them another spot for guests to gather and be in on the action in the kitchen. Lastly, we'll continue the archway motif with a plaster hood over the stove. And to take advantage of that amazing skylight, we can create an intimate dining area. We'll make it feel really moody with dark walls and a plaster finish, and checkered tile to amp up that European atmosphere. Now that we have a plan in place, we need to peel back all these old layers and start from scratch. And our good friend Mike is here to lead the charge. Obviously, the biggest change happening to this house will be the removal of these walls to open up the space and create that flow. But we want to salvage and set aside the unique stained glass in the foyer.
Wow.
Very exciting moment.
It looks better already. I like seeing that the stained glass window's out.
Right.
That's gonna be that big, beautiful window.
Oh, wow. Whoa.
Yes. This wall will come this way because we're absorbing it into the kitchen, and this will become that really beautiful arch.
Right. I think the arches are key in bringing this whole thing together.
In the entrance, here's what I was thinking with the floor. Imagine this being the floors throughout, but if the entrance was this, and I mean, I love like a color like this. So I think that all feels really pretty and timeless. There's certain things that should be timeless. A magenta, glittery floor tile, not sure you're gonna love it in 10 years. That I know.
Who does that?
A lot of people. And this is what I love for the dining area.
A black
And a cream. Checkered floor.
That's so cool.
I did bring 2 countertop options to the kitchen, an engineered option.
Okay.
And then I loved this marble.
Stand back, Jerry.
I'm back, don't worry. Keep going, you got it. Oh yeah, you got it. Yeah, go, go, go.
That was the most satisfying thing on the face of the earth.
Just to clarify, you find it deeply satisfying when you do minimal labor that has big results.
You've unlocked the mystery of me. This is one of those moments. This is like the secret.
It's a moment, all right.
There's like weird stuff in my shoes though.
Well, nobody does that in a loafer.
Well, Jen and Steve's European farmhouse is taking shape. The archways are being framed up, and we're bringing light into that dingy entryway with a gorgeous picture window. The chevron flooring brings beautiful movement and elevates the sophistication of the home.
This kitchen feels fantastic. And that dining room now, the whole idea being this just kind of well of light.
Do you still like this color on the walls?
Never been more obsessed.
Do you think it's too bold for them?
I like bold.
Do you still like this
Love.
linen?
Love, love, love. Look at it with the floor. I mean, look how pretty this looks. It's gorgeous. It feels really, really, really elegant.
Okay.
Do you see now they're gonna have this whole open flow leading into the family room?
In this space, we're going to be adding lots of comfy seating so the whole gang can hang out. And for all their entertaining needs, we'll include a full built-in bar.
We have a lot of work to do. I mean, I'm on the positive side of it all, but there's a lot of work to be done. I definitely had a really unique moment when we were putting together the finishing touches of this house and standing in what Steve's grandfather created for his family.
It was an honor. And so to see this next generation sort of move through this space that's bright and light and pretty, we're just excited for them as a couple, and we're excited for them to start a family, and we were excited to be a part of this.
I think Steve's grandparents would be very proud.
Do you like their grandpa's stained glass here or not?
I think I do. I like the idea of it being in the house in
Okay.
some capacity.
I think that's pretty.
I'm sure it's gonna be beautiful.
They are.
They're out, they're walking up right now.
Okay, this is the beginning. Oh my goodness.
My God. This is
Oh
not the
my
same
God.
place.
Look at this cabinet.
You see the picture as soon as you walk in?
Oh no, I didn't see that.
God.
The
Oh,
dark
yeah.
wood paneling. Look at how bright
Can't
it
see.
is.
You can see right out the window now.
I love the color.
The color of the floors. I
These
love the
floors are
in
stunning. They're literally perfect. Oh my goodness. I love it. Reminds me of Italy. Oh,
It's amazing.
this is not the same
No, it's
house
not.
at all.
Wow.
I love
can't believe this.
Look at this table.
I am speechless. I don't know. I'm speechless.
Oh my God, look at the fireplace.
Oh my God.
I finally have my mantle. Oh my goodness.
We found it upstate at a vintage. This is old, this is like 200 years old.
Oh
No
my
way.
God. Stop it.
This is not the same place.
This is gigantic.
Oh my God, I know.
Look at this island.
I can't believe this. This is exactly what I wanted as far as an island goes.
Look at this
This is
stove.
fancy.
I can't even believe how big it is with the space that we had and what it looks like now, and I'm just blown away by the stove. I did not know stoves like that existed.
Can you guys believe, honestly, how massive this is?
No.
We took that little dining room out
Yeah.
and pushed the kitchen back
The
towards
kitchen was
this
shoved
window.
right here before.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like what used to be here was ever here. The way
Right.
like it was laid out and everything. This is beyond my wildest dreams that this
that's
could
so
have come
awesome.
out of it. The whole space from childhood to now is just completely changed. I still have great memories, obviously, but definitely made that transformation from being my grandpa's house that I bought to now it's our house, where new memories can get made.